Oh shit, in with the new thing. Dark as a motherfucker, color of my mood ring. My mind digital, always stay focused now. Steady, dry, heavy, but this my favorite go around. Love it when it's showtime. Pump the adrenaline, feeling like a kid again. Pass me a mescaline, nigga, I'm a man now. No more pants down, no need for gloves now. No more mask out, grind to your bones show. Foolproof cash route, do it for the fam.
Levels are good. It's the Heckler and Eddie show. You got it. Yeah, go ahead, sit down. Let me do that. All that should be edited out. Maybe. We got work now.
Maybe.
All right. We settled.
Good. The levels.
The levels sound good. Go ahead. You want to check it out? But when I see those
Yeah,
levels
yeah.
move up, they looking good.
Yeah, it's good. We all right.
Let's do it. Grumpy OGs.
Oh, we got the shots ready too, huh?
Hannibal Heck. My dog Eddie the Ass Either.
Woo!
We have a special guest in the crib. My man
Yes,
Derek
sir.
Lane.
Yes, sir.
Lane.
Glad to
Big
be
up.
here with you, man. I'm reaching over, trying to get over to you.
No, you can even go this way too if you like.
Yeah, if you know, because it's not blocking me.
Nothing blocking you. Yeah. It's all good. We had to take a quick little shot. Salud.
Yeah.
Get this little tequila up in the.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did the triple shot this time too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Eddie don't.
No, we gave the basic shot because you were complaining about the double.
Because it's not smooth.
We ain't gonna shout you out.
It's not.
We ain't gonna shout you out. What's up, D? Everything good?
Yeah, everything is good. How y'all been?
Everything is fantastico. Moving along how we supposed to be moving along. I'm glad you came out with us.
Yes,
we've been following you on social media. For those, give out your socials real quick because I want everyone to know where they can hit you real quick before we get into what you do.
I'm gonna be Boris. Don't hit the table too much.
All right, for sure. On Instagram, it's Derek Lane Media. On TikTok, Derek Lane Media.
Right.
And on Twitter, it's Derek's _ Lane.
Remember, he got hacked. He had to change it. It wasn't Derek Lane Media before.
Yeah, it was a different IG name. Yeah, they got me.
Was following the last one, go to Derek Lane Media and you'll be up on everything he is doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I got put onto you by I would have to say my wife first.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your wife?
Huge fan.
Okay.
She was like, we started the show. I mean, maybe by the same time when you started yours, maybe a little after.
Yeah, around the same time.
Maybe a little before us though, because you had a little more influence.
Okay.
Because I already had seen you. So she was like, man, sometimes you guys want to talk about some content. There's this guy named Derek Lane. He brings up a lot of old school Miami stories and Kendall specifically. So maybe maybe want to fuck with him. Just check him out. She's like, when I say shit, I laugh at it, and some of it's to be funny, some of it's informative, but it's good. And I was like, okay, cool. I had not seen it yet. She's the first one to say it.
Yeah.
Week later, EFN tells me, I've been following this guy Derek Lane. You should fuck with him. Blah blah blah. I was like, wow, that's the second time I heard this dude's name.
Yeah.
That's when I started following you, and we met, and
that's when I heard you.
We met digitally.
Yeah.
And, so whatever. I was just bringing it up. So, but my question was, how all the content you put out, because it's not really content specific. You just like keeping up with the times and talking about it. Your opinion of it. What made you start that? Like why did you just start? Say, you know what? I don't mind doing media. Like what? What was your inspiration behind that?
It was always
the reason why I tell you that, because we don't do media. We like just talking shit.
Yeah. Y'all just homeboys just talking and vibing.
We do interviews as well, but we don't call them interviews. We just say you just Derek Lane here to come talk shit with us.
Yeah.
So but I just want to know how you what steered you that direction.
It's always been something that's in me. So I was in media when I worked for 99 Jams back in the days.
You worked for 99 Jams?
Yeah. I used to work for 99 Jams back in 2006. I worked there for about like 8 years or so. Okay. So it's always been in me. Media, doing music, rapping back in the days. So I always had that drive for it. But I went away from it. Settled down, did the family thing, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna pursue the media. I'm gonna go the more traditional route.
Right.
And then there was this video. I think it was last year. And it was spring break in Miami, chaos, and whenever the news would talk about Miami, and it was these local stations, actually not local stations outside of Miami, and identifying South Beach as Miami. And I'm like, yo, that is not Miami. Go across the bridge, and you're in the real Miami.
And all them fools wilding out, they say they from Miami when they from out of town.
Yeah, they're from out of town. It was like, 60 degrees that night. And I'm like, nobody from Miami is on South Beach, first of all. And then when it's 60 degrees.
South Beach, any of them weekends.
Yeah.
In-towners don't go there. That's all from out-of-towners.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I recorded that video, my very first video, put it out, Next thing I knew, I checked about a minute later, and the shit was taken off.
Nice.
It was on World Star. People were hitting me up. I'm like, yo, I'm on World Star?
That's crazy.
And
World Star.
World Star. Next thing I knew, I was on Baller Alert.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, all from this same video. I'm like, all right, there must be something to it. And that's what started me getting into it. And I'm like, you know what? I've always been about my city, and I want to do things that are repping my city. And then since then, it took off. And then speaking of your wife, my bad, I'm hitting the table.
No, I didn't even
Real one, been down from the start. Because I don't remember her handle, but early on, she was somebody that was always repping hard and everything. Yeah. And then you mentioned Kendall. Yeah, we're in the hood right now in Kendall. Yeah. A-Rod said it, man. If you're
this ain't the ghetto for sure.
Yeah,
but it's the hood.
Yeah. You could get caught slipping in Kendall. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, leaving the ice skating ring and somebody might have some beef with you.
When you get caught slipping in Kendall, it's because you think you ain't gonna get caught slipping.
Yeah.
That's when you get caught.
No, I don't know about nowadays because we're grown adults. We're not over there bugging out like we did.
He's still wilding out over here. You ain't seen a road rage out this motherfucker?
Oh, road rage? You talking about road rage? That's a different level.
It'll happen on anything. They're looking for any excuse to spark it off. Road rage is just one excuse.
That could happen in Pinecrest.
It happens everywhere. But if you talk about just someone getting jacked, the dude just got shot the other day. I just told you, Danny's boy died. That dude was jacking something. I forgot what he was taking, his car or something. And when the owner came out, he shot him and he killed him. Like people dying around here like all the time, but they don't still talk about it. And I'm not saying that makes us more cooler or more. No, I wish none of that shit was happening. It's just, but from what we grew up with to now, shit went down in Kendall.
Yeah. So y'all from those times. Yeah. So Kendall back in those days. So I grew up I went to school in Kendall at Arvida. Okay. And Kendall was all right. It was a little live. IMP. Yeah. So it was a little live. So I'm coming from Richmond Heights over to Arvida, and I'm like, all right, it's a little different, man. These boys down here, they still get down, but I'm like, all right, A-Rod talking about hood, and I was talking to our boy Garcia.
The way A-Rod said it was real dumb.
Yeah.
Well, but I think he really meant it as his neighborhood, but he just wanted to be cool, and he said hood.
Yeah. His age too, his status, he articulated it wrong. In my opinion.
Yeah, I just think he did. Like,
he knew what everyone was going to take that as.
He ain't made no harm.
Yeah, nah.
He knew what, or to say, but don't get it twisted.
Cool
anywhere you go, you go to the country's country.
That white get it.
That white man gonna come out and he gonna shoot you with a shotgun. Ain't that no doubt?
Yeah,
right.
No doubt.
It's not that there's gangsters everywhere. It's just that there's crazy people everywhere.
It's crazy people everywhere.
Look at what's going on.
Yeah,
they're stopping abortion, but they want the guns.
And this,
now they want to stop condoms. Does the government want to pay child support for all the kids that just going to be born birth? Like,
no,
it's ridiculous.
So why would you want to ban it?
Yeah, so I'm not a statistician into all the reasons why, but I know that there's theorists who believe that the main or majority of people who would get abortions are not the minorities. It's the white Americans.
Okay.
And to preserve their voting base, we need people voting.
I'm done.
We need more people.
I need a shot.
Hold on.
Stop.
Wow.
I need a shot for that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Give me some. Give me a round, please. Over here, if you don't mind.
Yeah. You gotta pour it up.
Me up right now. Because that was not the answer that I was even thinking was coming out of your mouth.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, I'm done.
So, because you know how much sense that makes?
Too much. It's scary. I'm looking at these goosebumps.
So I don't follow all that. I never
because
fucking kidding
what that white
said?
woman said at the Trump rally joint when she said,
"Oh my God, you saw that?
It's for the white race."
Thank you for winning for the white, making the white. Oh my goodness, that's so.
So I'm not following all the conspiracies, but that one right there, I'm like, why are they going so hard for it? And it made no sense.
So then, what you saying that the white women more are having more abortions than anyone else?
Statistically, white women have more abortions than every other race.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
so what's happening in the voter base? And people would tell you all around that sooner or later the minorities are going to become the majority. Yeah. So what happens when voting happens?
No, you've already made your point. The first sentence.
That's not my point. I'm just like, I believe y'all. I'm like, I believe y'all.
It spoke volumes, and I'm so glad that someone like you has the time or the knowledge to go find that out while we're here eating shit, not even doing our homework. That's what I wanted. I wanted those stats. You heard?
Yeah. Conspiracy theory, right?
Yeah.
Conspiracy. It's in your mouth. Look at
the lady. Blatantly
hold on.
out there.
Before he said that. All we heard was that white lady say that on TV, remember?
No, and that blew my mind.
That was mind blowing. And then he says that like we were supposed to hear both of those messages at the same. This coincides. This is A and B. This is that's crazy.
Because that's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
I believe that. I just can't believe it.
Cheers to Wow.
This is nuts.
So of all the theories out here, I'm like, yo,
Let me tell you something.
nothing else makes sense to me as to why
When
they're
you're
going
rich,
so hard.
rich white people
So
crazy.
that's statistically out
Yeah.
there
So
that
Rich
white
white
women,
people are crazy. Let me tell you why. They're saying, obviously, we need more white people alive to be able to vote for us, right? Let's look at all the statistics on how anyone's dying, how any white race is leaving our
No,
numbers.
and they get mad at
And abortion was probably the
they
only.
getting mad at the mix too.
Yeah.
Oh, that could
They
be it
getting
too.
mad at the
Yeah, but no, that can't be it because they're mad at the mix, and a white, let's say a white lady
You're
had
not-
sex
you're not-
with
you're not for
if a
white.
white lady had sex with a black guy and they're mad at the mix, she wants to get that abortion because she doesn't want to be shamed on it. But now if they
I
didn't
think
want
they
it, they would
willing to
let
take
her
that.
have the
They willing to
abortion.
take that.
So there is no mix.
I don't.
They don't.
I
It's not the mix.
I don't understand their science.
It's more. I'm telling you,
I don't
they looked
understand
at
their
all the
science.
statistics and they said abortion is taking away 10% of our population. Just cancel abortion. You dig? Like, I'm not saying that's what they said. That's just it's something. There's so white people think like that. It's so crazy, so bored, so rich.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because you got to think, if you're sitting there thinking about that, these are Republicans or whatever their main
Yeah.
beliefs are, and they're attached to Christianity beliefs,
Right?
why are they not going so hard? Like you brought up about gun control, when it's equaling all the murders and everything going on out here.
right.
Yeah. So if it's about preserving life based on Christian values, how are they different? But that's the one theory that I saw that I'm like, yo, you guys might be right
You
on that
blew my
one.
mind with that one.
Yeah.
What else you got? What else you got?
Yo,
Write this shit
you
down.
see,
Yeah.
like, you're telling me
That's
shit to
that's
get me
crazy.
even more fucking grumpy. Being
That's I was saying
like,
that.
yo,
What I was gonna say was that's what I'm grumpy on because
No, 'cause we-
first
yo,
of all,
I
all these
might
white
move out
men
this
made this.
country,
All
man.
these white men made these votes to rule this out, and what the hell they all know about abortion? You know, it should be a woman's. If I was
Let a woman
in a
choose
right
what
mind,
she
should be
wanna
only the
do.
women voting on this.
Yeah.
You understand me?
But see, I don't even get the problem with everything. When something big like this comes up, why does the Supreme Court have the final decision in it? There needs to be the people
'cause-
voting on it last. Like how you're saying, the women need to
1000.
vote
Of
on
course.
it
Wait,
last.
is it ever the people
Yeah,
voting on it
voting
last?
last. But yeah,
Is it ever?
Yeah, it's never. But
Hillary supposedly had more votes than Bozini, and she
Well,
still lost.
yeah,
It's
she had
never
more
the
popular
people.
votes. Not,
I don't know.
not-
I don't
not,
care what. Don't say that to me.
what's
If
that
you're a
shit?
human being, in
I
this
know.
fucking
I don't
goddamn
get. I
country-
mean, they should just take that the
That's some
electoral
fucking
vote. They
stupid.
should take that out already.
They did
Because
that. You know
United
why they did
States is
that?
populated already.
They
Let's
did
just-
that,
they
so
don't
that
just-
way
don't even
they
get
did
them
that,
all.
so that's a second chance to win. Like, oh, all right,
No,
fucking
no,
sheep
no,
got the
because-
people, but we want these the
Nah,
the
it was
electoral
because
votes.
it was less populated back then when the
That's
whole
what they
voting shit-
said.
Well, I mean, it only makes sense.
Right now
They
it
had to
don't
do
make sense.
electoral votes.
Well, guess what? There's people
to
everywhere
make
now.
it make sense. But now
Yeah,
that we're
there's only
full.
5 states that are
We're
missing a
full
couple
now.
people. That's
Yeah.
it.
It should just be by popular vote.
That's ridiculous. man.
Period.
I don't care
Yeah.
what it says. I know it's always been
Period.
electoral
Like
and
that
popular,
shit.
but
But that's what I'm saying. Before this, in the
I understand why, because it
1800s,
was rural in Midwest,
You know
and
what
I
I'm saying?
understand. I understand.
That's when it should have been. Now, you need to end that.
yeah.
It's
It
done.
doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't. But then you got to think, people are still going to find ways to fuck the system.
Of course.
So if we didn't have the electoral college, not to say that I'm a fan of it, people are just going to move to wherever the majority
This
is
is
and
facts,
build
too.
up and just get whatever they need right there.
Yeah.
So it's not going to stop anyway. People going to find ways to get
Yeah,
around
so
it.
everything. So then let's just say everything is revolved around money.
Everything's rigged.
It's
Everything's
bread.
Las Vegas.
It's about money.
Right.
Everything is about power.
It's about power.
And then
Power, man.
the money comes with
Yeah,
it.
of
Yeah.
course.
But it's about the decisions that they get from it. You know, these guys making decisions, or these guys, women, everyone in Congress or the Supreme Court, they're not
Hold on.
millionaires, billionaires.
This is how hood we are. That I gotta
Yeah.
go even check the door. And all
Yeah,
that.
someone's at the door out here in Kendall.
With the landlord.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I need to be 50 Cent with my vest on or something. We opening the door. Yeah. All right, so it's
my
friendly
bro.
out here. We saw them dap up.
That is Dream
Yeah.
Champ Sports in the house.
Yeah, still never know because it's Kendall. Shit can get real, can go
That's why
left
we had-
real quick.
That's why we had all 3 locks
Yeah,
on the door.
yeah. It can
Yeah.
go left real
Our
quick.
security guard don't work on these nights. What it look like?
Yeah. What's up, my homie? Good?
Everything good? You walked in on some good
You walked in on some shit.
yeah. Yeah,
We
you
done
saw-
find out that the white race trying to multiply, and that's why they stopped this abortion shit, because they killing their
Oh,
own babies.
man. Statistically,
White
white
women are
people,
killing
white
their
women.
babies.
No, statistically, white women
Yes,
have more abortions than
statistically,
anybody.
they killing their
You
babies.
dig?
So they want to stop the abortion because they're gonna wipe out the white race,
And they need more white people for more
because
votes.
they don't want the Latinos and the blacks to take over the Yao Ming.
fear of a black and Hispanic planet.
Ooh,
It's bad.
Can you imagine what that look like?
I've been.
It's-
drank
Yeah, I
it
bet.
That's
drank it 100
That's
times.
Miami, New York,
You ever seen,
LA. Where you want to go?
You
Chicago.
ever seen what's this movie? Oh my God! Please don't let me brain fart right now.
Naturally.
Messiah, something in the Black Messiah.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
I haven't
Seen
seen
it?
that one.
Dude.
Oh, you missed it's
I haven't
excellent.
seen it. It's dope.
No, it's excellent.
It's crazy.
And if it went down just like that, I mean, you can even see the point. I say Puerto Rico, but just a lot of Spanish. You see the energy where everyone is. But if you unite, it's just unstoppable, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just ridiculous.
I mean, shit, like, at the end of the
Even
day,
with white people,
it
I don't
was
hate
like,
white people.
Come on,
Yeah.
But they don't want to unite with
What
us.
is the problem?
Do you understand what
Yeah.
I'm talking
I
about?
don't understand
Unite.
what the problem is, man.
We're all humans. That's it. We're all humans.
That's it.
God knows how dirty you are, white people. He knows what y'all. He knows y'all going
we
to hell.
we all fucking
We in
dirty.
hell.
We all got our dirt. We
There's
all
gotta
got
be hell.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Sorry.
man. Like, chill out. Have
Is there a
fun.
heaven? Yes.
Let's
Is
make
there a hell?
money.
Yes. We're in it.
Let's
Right.
make money and enjoy life.
it.
What's the problem?
I don't. Because
If we in a capitalist country, like, we should be making money
everybody should
and
be
just
making
enjoying
money out here.
and just that's it, man. If you treat me bad, I'm gonna treat you bad. I don't know, maybe cheek for cheek, whatever.
Yeah.
If that's the way you want to feel. But if I'm not gonna hate you because of your color of your skin or this
I'm
and that,
not
or
worried
how
about
you
none of
look or because you wear a
I
Miami
can never
hat.
be racist. I hate everyone the same. I can never be racist. There's dumb people in every race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
In every race.
Yeah.
Every race.
I break for smart people.
Even there's dumb
Period.
dogs and
I don't
cats.
care
How
about what
that?
color your skin is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
Yeah,
There's just dumb
but there's some
shit,
smart
and
dogs that's smarter than
and
people that you'd rather be around.
There's some smarty orangutans too.
Yeah. I got a pet
You
turtle
know
I'd
what
rather
I
hang
mean?
around than some
Like,
people.
Come on.
He don't do nothing.
Shit.
You understand? Yo, so that abortion is just crazy.
Yeah.
And they're taking away too many rights from too many women. I feel sorry for all
Nah,
of
man,
them.
there should
Yeah,
be
I do.
the right
I do.
to total- Men should not even talk about this.
But
They shouldn't have a say-so on
We
it.
don't
Have
have
you heard
no-
about this,
Nothing
though?
to say about this.
We should not.
They
Listen,
got nothing to say
I
about
don't
this.
want to tell you what the worst outcome should be because then I'm gonna sound like a monster, one of these monsters.
But I saw the dopest meme with it all. So they're saying if life begins at conception, somebody had this sign that says, "Well, life begins in the male, so every male should have a vasectomy." I'm like, damn, yo, these women
Nah,
are going
fuck
hard, but
that.
I feel
Well, they wear
bad.
condoms. That's why.
Yeah.
And then you
No,
be
but
the
true.
pull-out king.
So the
What
next
you
thing,
want?
have you heard this? Someone was
outta
trying
here.
to tell us that they were trying to ban contraceptives.
Yeah,
Any
they
type
trying to
of
burn
birth
that
Any
shit
control.
type-
too.
any type of thing. Any
That's
type of thing.
super
contraceptive,
ridiculous.
So you got to look at it. Is deeper than whatever. So we're sitting here
So-
talking
so-
about the basics. You got to understand the why. We understand the what, but we got to understand
And they
the
trying
why
to flip
behind
the whole
it.
shit
You want to
on-
know why
on
condoms?
getting
You
people
want to know
sick
why whoever
and
the
catching
ill
AIDS
lawyers
and all
is
of
for
that.
condoms should win this case because they're not only for pregnancies, for also for diseases
Health. It's for
and
health.
everything
Yeah.
else. So you could win in that case. But I don't know about the women with those little whatever those little teas they put inside. I don't know all that crazy shit. The shots.
Yeah.
They probably don't want none of that shit. But condoms. I don't
Yeah,
want to
why the
catch
fuck you
AIDS,
wanna do
motherfucker.
that?
You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
That's
what it is.
crazy.
None of that shit should happen. And women, they should have asked every woman what they thought. Y'all, all the women vote. If y'all think that you should take away abortions, then that's what we'll do. If not, then we'll keep rolling. It should be the
Word.
women's
It should
choice.
has
Men should not
women's
even vote
choice,
about it.
and
But you
men
know
should
how
have
white men they want to
But
run the whole country. They want to have the say
it's
and everything.
about money.
Well,
At
no,
the
it's
end of
about
the day, it's about money.
It's about also
Look,
keeping the race
You know how crazy
at a
it is
higher
that I
number.
say it's about money?
This is what is nuts.
Because in Florida, it's a Republican state. Let's be real. They got the most abortion clinics out here, and now they're saying that they basically not going to join the bandwagon with the ban, or they're gonna have a leniency to be able to continue to do abortions out here.
Which they
That's
should.
Brett. But what I'm trying to say is,
It's about money.
It's about money, man.
Because
at
remember
the end of the
well,
day.
hold on. So you're saying because it is a Republican state
Yes,
and they're going to go
they're
against
strong
it.
about,
Yeah.
going
About
to
keeping
but
it.
they let
Right.
they,
Right.
oh no, but
I'm Republican, I'm with you, but you're taking away my bread.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's
away,
ridiculous.
so no, let's not do that.
Well, that's
Come
yeah.
on, man.
That's horrible too.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah,
And it's just like the
that's-
people who have that argument against it, like, well, you should have been more responsible and not make that mistake.
Right.
Well, you do some dumb shit, get pulled over or whatever, and get a ticket, and then you go ahead and you get in jail for the rest of your life. Do some dumb shit and get put in jail for the rest of your life or something like that, and get a life sentence on some dumb shit. Because we all do things when we're little. Not to say that somebody might have had sex and that's just dumb and it led to pregnancy, but no one's thinking about that.
Yeah.
No one's thinking about the mistake that comes with it. So if you make a mistake and you got to deal with a life sentence from that, and nobody has that option, women don't have that option, let somebody else go through that same thing.
Your facts. And Listen.
No, but at the end of the day, what happens if a woman, God forbid, they get raped?
Yeah.
And they get pregnant.
These dudes.
That was the whole thing that Roe was built on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know that. I was wondering who the fuck was Roe and where.
You did.
I didn't graduate.
You broke it down to me pretty.
I got little bits and pieces, but I just knew it was about abortion. I didn't know it was that deep, that it was like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but also, the rape for me is number number 2. It's super important, but it's a close one. I'm gonna tell you what number 1 is. There's a lot of people who choose to have babies, and then medically they can't. It's either the mother or the baby dies.
Of course.
Yes.
You have to make that choice.
Of course.
The mother has to be the one that lives. No.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
I would say yes.
You understand? I'm just saying. Now hold on, and let me tell you something.
You can make another baby.
But see, even that, to go back, the mother has that choice of which one it is.
I didn't say she doesn't.
And she should have that choice.
Logically,
logically, yeah.
No. I hear what you're saying.
Logically speaking, I'm the husband. I want my wife. This baby isn't even formed yet.
Yep.
I want my wife, who's been by my side my whole life. We probably even have kids with her, and she's staying with me on this earth. This baby's not even formed yet. I'm not talking about at 9 months they figured it out.
No.
We're so technology advanced. They know in 1 month all the problems that baby's gonna have before it's born. 8 months earlier, they know.
Yep.
And if they tell you the reason why they're telling you is to inform you. Listen, this is gonna be a high risk pregnancy. You may die, or the baby's gonna die. Well, someone's dying for sure.
Yeah.
How you make that choice? You understand? That's a hard choice at birth.
It is a hard
but it's not
choice.
a hard choice when she's just 3 weeks pregnant. You understand what I'm talking about? It's different. So taking away that choice is evil. And when you get raped, why should you have to keep that baby from someone who raped you? And then look at that baby and think about that baby. Think about the dude who raped you the whole time until you see that baby. That's just gonna make women kill their kids.
While it's growing,
I would be. How many women have probably thought about? I don't even want to look at this baby. They get mad at the kid. They take it out on the kid because he looks like the father who raped them. You kidding me? They better fucking fight for this bullshit.
No,
and it goes down to voting. You understand? It's all about the voting.
Well, I mean,
okay, it goes down to voting.
It wouldn't have gone down to Supreme Court and then
they didn't
finalized.
I heard some numbers today on I forgot what show it was. That it came down to voting. No. People who are they're not for this. Howard Stern, all these dudes, they're not for this.
No, of course not.
So he dropped a couple facts. It was about the votes. He's like, you can't fight this with picket signs. You need to vote. No one voted in the polls whenever it was supposed to be voted for the new Supreme Court, whoever they had to vote for. So that's why these people are still in place, and that's why this shit's happening.
But hold up,
you want to fight it, you gotta vote.
But see, that's the thing. That's
Rob vote. If it's Trump, always.
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, but it's Trump. It's called trampa. You know that.
Yeah, but that's the problem right there. Even voting, you can go generations with the voting, but the problem is Supreme Court justices get to sit there for a lifetime, or until they decide that I don't want this seat anymore. So if someone
no limitations,
no limitations. So if someone back in the 90s under older Bush decides that I want this Supreme Court justice to be here on this seat, they can have that seat for however long they want to. So you can vote and be a part of every election from every year from then on. That doesn't have any impact on who's already there on the Supreme Court.
I know, and that's why I'm grumpy. We're gonna switch gears.
Yeah, because it's too serious. It's too serious.
No, we just got we went.
And I'm with conspiracy theorist number 400 right here. Eddie does not play. Huh? Eddie fucking will talk about conspiracy theory all night. You understand?
I love it.
I wanted to get into so in case nobody knows, you wrote a book. You had
we got a novelist here.
Yeah. They came with a high placing song that you did after.
Yeah.
Like, talk about what you did, and you did it with your son. Which
I did it with my son.
Fathers around here, we know that's priceless. You know what I'm saying?
So immediately after, I made my first video and it took off, went viral. Right. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start investing in this. And so my youngest son, AJ, and just want to say happy birthday to him. He just turned 5.
Happy birthday, AJ.
Yes, we're going to take a shot for AJ.
Yes. It's my man.
Salud.
Mm-hmm. Don't shoot, AJ.
Yeah. So my man, AJ, would always come around whenever I'm recording. And he said, can I just record with you? So I thought about the old school Bill Cosby, kids say the darnest things. So I'm sitting down with my son on the microphone, hit record, and I asked him a basic question. Hey, what's up? Who are you? He said, I'm AJ, and I'm from Outer Space Town. And I'm like, yo,
he wrote the book for you.
He wrote the book. I'm like, that's a layup.
You were like, proceed.
Yeah, all right. Keep going and everything.
Proceed.
Yeah. Yeah, so he told me I'm AJ from Outer Space Town.
Dope.
And at that moment, I'm like, yo, we need to write a book about that.
Thanks.
And it was about May or something last year. And I'm like, all right, summer's coming up, and I want my kids to see how to build a project from start to finish.
Yeah.
Because most people want to do something, they got these great ideas, and they don't know what happens when you actually start it.
Yeah.
You actually run into all these problems, and that's where most people quit. So I'm like, if I could teach my kids now how to go through building a project from start to finish and hit those obstacles and clear them, then they're going to be better for those moments that they actually decide to do something for themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
So we started out with the process, and we had the kids decide who they wanted as the artist. So I had all of my kids picking who they want to be the artist for AJ from Outer Space Town. And then once we got all that settled,
Because you went through like an array of artists. Like
I went through an array of artists. They went through an array of artists. So it's just kind of like
how did people know to send you artwork? Is what I'm saying. Like,
So-
or you just knew, like you just had a couple artists that you just gave them examples. Choose these. Or,
Yeah. So I would hit social media and I would look for people who were grinding and they might have art on their page, or I would go to Twitter and put out a post and people are on it and they're responding to the post and they're saying, hey, I want the opportunity. But there was always this one kid that was like, yo, he's going to be the one that's going to do my artwork, but I let it go. And the kids, it was like American Idol. They sat in on the conversations with these artists. And whenever the artists will send their demos, the kids would decide like, no, that's not it. That's not it. I wanted my cartoon of my son to look like my son. AJ has braids. And so I'm like, yo, that would be dope if an alien has kid features that look like, that look like him.
Facts.
So I'm like, yo, that would be the dopest thing ever. So we went through artist after artist, and it got to the one artist. I was like, yo, this is probably gonna be the guy. The kids sat down with him, talked to him. The kids saw his submission, and they're like, yo, that's gonna be it.
That's dope.
They chose it. So we went through the whole process of building that project. And then along the way, I'm like, yo, man, all these children's books, I never saw or heard a theme song or music attached to it. So like I said before, with my media, I did music before. So I'm like, yo, that would be dope to put a theme song with this book. And I did. So we set out, we put a date for everything to drop, and the book took off. Amazon, it reached like number 11 on Amazon.
Wow. Nice.
The
I
theme,
copped it. No, I copped that.
Yeah, you did bring the book.
I copped that.
Yeah.
He signed it for me. You know what I mean?
yeah, appreciate that,
I'm
appreciate
launching
that.
Shit all
Yeah.
next month. You already know.
You know, with we're revising again just because we had some technical difficulties and you back.
Yeah.
So you was because you had the book in the
Yeah.
show and you didn't bring it.
Right.
You wasn't prepared today. Wasn't prepared today.
It's not about prepared.
All right, no.
Yeah.
I was prepared then, wasn't I?
Yeah, no, it was
got the
ready
book
then. It was
signed,
ready
yeah.
then.
We
Yeah,
gonna sign it
yeah.
twice?
Got to give my man
you
grace.
can't
He
do
was
that.
ready
You
then.
can't do that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just-
Handle
Sign the
it.
front, sign the back.
Handle
sign the back.
Yeah.
Back again. 2 times.
All of that.
Nah, but that's dope.
I'll
the
email
theme-
you it.
Yeah, and then we'll get it all going.
Stop it.
So then the theme song, put that out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, this me thinking like a musician. I'm like, yo, that
It
children's
was
music
called
lane
AJ
is
from Outer
like
Space Time?
wide open. It was called No Limit.
No limit.
So the kids picked the beat. They were like, yo, that sounds dope. On the opening, I have my son. I sampled him for the voice tag of the song.
I heard it.
That shit took off and went number 2. The only song to beat it was Baby Shark. So Baby Shark was a problem. Baby Shark is all over it. You
Nobody
hear it
knew it
everywhere.
during that time.
Baby Shark,
Now,
number
we done it a
1.
couple months ago, like last year.
And then the AJ from Outer Space Town theme song, number 2.
Wow.
And it was running.
Baby
for,
Shark
yeah.
has held its rank for a minute.
Yeah.
You smell me? So you've heard it. Imagine my daughter's.
I got a remix.
Isabella heard it when she was
Baby dookie 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 doo baby dookie baby.
One more time.
Dookie dookie dookie. So I got the remix for that. Baby dookie.
Yeah.
Baby dookie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Changing those
that's
diapers.
crazy. So
Yeah,
it was at the
shit
same
emoji.
time.
That's good.
Baby Shark was a problem, so it was probably
No,
a
for
year or
sure.
2
Baby
after Baby
Shark.
Shark came out.
Right.
But to even hold and get up to number 2, so what's the popular
love, that's good.
what's the popular kids music thing? Kids Bop.
Kids Bop.
Where they remake popular songs.
Yeah,
so
we know.
they got the cheat code. We're gonna remake some songs these kids already like, buy you a drink, and they're gonna remake it to something that's
Yeah.
like whatever
Buy
it is.
you a milk.
Yeah, buy you a milk.
Buy
Yeah.
you some man.
Yeah,
From
some-
my mama mustard.
Strawberry chocolate.
Yeah.
something like
That's
that.
dope. I mean, hey.
Yeah, it was
Kid
ahead
Bop.
of that. So I'm like, yo, that was dope. So that's how everything went and the success of it all.
That's dope.
That
Yeah.
is dope, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
no, that was
Appreciate that,
that's
appreciate
good.
that.
That was much successful. That was
AJ from Space Town?
Yeah,
Outer
Outer
Space
Space
Town.
Town.
Outer Space Town.
AJ from
Sorry, I
Outer
don't wanna
Space
mess it
Town.
up. I don't
Yeah.
want to mess it up.
Yeah.
You got me on that tequila
You
with
did,
like
though.
triple
You did,
shots
though.
over here.
Come on,
Like,
man.
come
These
on.
shots have been nothing.
got you on that?
Yeah.
No, both of y'all.
No,
You crazy.
it has nothing on the last time that the show
Just let him
failed.
know. You was
Yeah.
giving the little baby shots and we
baby
was
shots.
getting the
That
man
shit was
shots.
double. He said
Yeah.
these are double shots.
Yeah,
And it was a baby shot.
It's-
We was
it's
getting the
double.
we was getting the
Yeah.
man's shots and you was
Nice.
getting the baby shots.
Yeah, it wasn't like that time we had the other stuff when we went brown with the first show.
Oof.
Oh, but
Oh,
Wayne,
man.
you wouldn't have brought the little Wayne joint.
Yeah,
He was
man,
the
that was a
cook.
mistake.
See?
Yeah,
the
that was a
cook,
mistake.
yeah.
I saw it right
Right
there.
there.
I'm not
It's
touching
not
it.
even cracked.
Yeah,
open.
That's the
yeah,
drink
and
chance
it
special.
won't be open while I'm here. I'm like, yo, that thing took me
That
out.
was a long night, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
It was a
I
long night.
I got home and I thought I was on the Gravitron. Closed my eyes.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
dang.
That was a
Yeah.
good ride.
Don't worry, we ain't gonna be funny
That
until
was-
you leave. Don't worry
yeah.
about it.
All right, listen, just to change subjects.
What you got?
You got me all fucked up.
You gonna be talking about ass
No,
eating?
no.
That's a legend.
Good.
Yeah.
Listen, since I haven't had no ass, I can't talk about no ass eating.
That's
Yeah.
that's true.
So
I can vouch
it's,
for
it's
that.
not even fun. So it's Eddie no ass eater. But anyway, since you said you liked hip hop,
Yep.
you hip hop,
Yeah.
and you said we was talking outside when we were smoking our spliff. That
You were smoking.
I said I was smoking. Well, not you.
Yeah.
Meaning me and this fucking culprit over here, this vandal over
He
here.
was. I was there.
You said that you like hip hop.
Yeah. Man,
You said that
listen,
twice.
All right, I did say that twice. I
matter.
forgot to call.
Some people
My
didn't
whole
hear
thing
it.
is,
I don't see
know
how
what?
you don't like it.
Let's just go at it with my main question is: do you know the 5 elements of hip hop?
Oh, this
Listen.
was.
Oh
this was a-
my
this
God,
was a
Miss Like I
burner.
told you, I just came in the '90s with Bone Thugs
Well,
and
that's what
Harmony.
I was
So
saying.
if I say
That's what I
the
was gonna
5
say.
elements, the 5 elements: lazy, crazy, busy, wish, flesh. Yeah, so I got it. I'm in.
Five buzzes.
It just be all right.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Which is
All right.
good. I'm glad he asked
Do you
that.
know one?
You have to know one.
Listen, man.
Just
Yeah, no.
throw one out there. Just
Listen,
all
man,
right.
just guessing, you know the answer.
Just
Listen to what he said, and you'll know the
the
answer.
5 elements of hip hop. Just throw one out.
Think about hip hop. What goes in hip hop?
I've been on this tequila. I do not have any. All I could do is
You
hear MC
rap.
Light. All I could hear is
You
MC
rap.
Light talking at
You
the
said you
beginning of
rap.
Light as a Rock.
You
I can't even
rap.
get past that.
Rapping
Alright,
is one element.
Yeah.
Rap is
Rapping,
one
breaking.
element.
I don't.
Breaking
Yeah,
is
there we
the
go.
second
Two
element.
elements.
All right,
Graffiti is the third.
DJing.
DJing is the fourth.
Yep.
Right.
And the main one, which is the 5th one, is knowledge.
Knowledge.
If you can't obtain knowledge,
Yeah.
any of that doesn't mean nothing.
Right. So those are your 5 elements, and it's funny because we always have this argument. He says it's because of the age factor. I'm
It's
like,
age factor.
fuck.
Like the
that means that
elements
nobody's
is
even
lost.
respecting
The
that
elements
part of
is
it.
lost, and it sucks because
Yeah, it's like
because
you're
if
blaming
you
you.
call yourself a rapper, and I'm putting
And
this
that's
out
real,
there.
yeah.
If you call yourself a rapper, then you saying you part of the elements.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you don't know what the elements are,
Right.
you cannot call yourself a rapper.
Yeah.
And
you wanna call yourself
wanna
an
know some-
entertainer?
And he's
Yeah.
I'm
not to
with
get,
you.
This ain't to gig on you. This is the 5th element. This is the knowledge that we're talking about.
Yeah.
We asked a million of these young kids this same thing because we let them yap first.
Yep.
Blow it down. Wait, can I ask you just one question? Yeah, do you know the 5 elements? No. Yeah, we know. We know you don't know. So we're not gigging on you.
Nah, it's true.
Here's the funny thing, though. Him telling you this, right? Just listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Is that it's something that you should know, but when we tell those little kids that, they say, "Well, I'm not a rapper. I'm an entertainer." So they change it.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's a
okay,
different
well,
thing,
well
yeah.
then be that.
Yeah.
Like, guess what else you ain't? You ain't hip hop.
Yeah.
If you think that you ain't a rapper, you ain't hip hop either. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It goes
Yeah,
hand in
it's
hand.
a different
Like,
thing.
you can't-
Right.
It's a
It's-
different thing.
So
And-
we
and
take
the
it a
crazy
little
shit
more
is-
personal because
What
the
sucks
culture
is that
dies that way.
No,
you know?
it's dying.
It's
It's dying.
I don't want to say
that's
it's
just making me more grumpy because
It ain't dead,
the culture
though.
is
It ain't-
is
but it ain't
dying,
dead- but it ain't
though.
dead.
It's suffocating.
But it ain't dead though.
It's
I understand.
suffocating right
Yeah.
now.
I just heard Pusha P album, it ain't dead.
That's just that. No,
That
no.
facts.
I mean, listen. Thank
Shit's
God.
crazy.
Thank God for Pusha P, J.
Woo!
Cole,
All them Kendrick.
Davies, Kendrick.
Yeah, they out here.
You know,
They
the
out here.
lyricists. Thank God for
Yep.
them.
They
that-
out here.
And there's a bunch more because I even
bunch
fuck with
more.
Nems. Bing Bong. He's killing it out there in Brooklyn. Like I love his shit.
Wait, you said
But
Nims or Mims? Who?
Nems.
Oh, okay. I was about to
Nems.
say it. This is why we hide. Okay.
Nems is-
No, well,
Nems is Bing Bong.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Bing Bong fuck your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
He, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
shit,
there's a lot that's out there that's doing their thing.
There is.
But
they're not getting showcased, that's for sure.
I mean, they're making their money because you see them driving around in Ferraris or whatever.
It shouldn't be making.
But anyway,
they should be the pinnacle of what hip hop is what I'm trying to tell you.
If you know what you're doing, if you want to just call yourself an entertainer, cool. It's no problem. I'm not mad at you. Make your money.
Yep.
Keep it going.
That's fine. You're an entertainer.
But don't say you a rapper.
No, don't start this.
And don't say you in
Don't
hip-hop.
say you're hip hop because it's
if
not what it
you
is.
don't know
and we
the
don't take that
elements,
offensive. I
shut
would
up.
rather respect
I take
you
it
more.
offense because
no,
I am hip-hop.
I don't take it offensive if you
I
say
love
that I'm
hip-hop.
not a rapper. I will respect you more saying, wow, you do
Drink
realize what
hip-hop.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah,
it's a culture
and that's
thing.
real,
We grew
and
up in
that's
it.
the culture thing.
Like I told you, we was doing hip hop before hip hop was the word of it. We didn't know we were even doing hip hop. You understand? We always were doing hip hop before we knew it was hip hop.
I did all 5 of them. I
You know?
write graffiti. I DJ'd. I break dance when I was in the 80s.
I did all of them.
You know what I'm saying? I MC'd. I got a song.
Yeah.
The Few.
I got a couple more than
You know what I'm saying? With the Few. Been a long time. What?
So-
I've been there.
Yeah,
I did all 5
Yeah,
of them. And I'm knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And I'm knowledgeable.
So that's what's real. So to
I
challenge
am
y'all back
hip-hop.
for somebody who came up into 90s rap and everything like that.
Yeah.
Who were the people to make sure that those elements carry on? Because as each area caught on, everybody's trying to get
You
their
know what?
piece because they're needing to represent.
You can't blame the art. You blame the artists. I'm blaming the record labels and everybody else who went
Of course,
who
because
caught up to the
they-
wave of
they
these little kids
curving it.
and the new
Yeah.
culture of the
Curving it
computer.
to the artists to do that to make their money.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with
because Public Enemy, KRS-One, and there's a lot of people that was
Nas, Jay-Z,
giving knowledge.
all these
they
dudes are still around.
They still there, but giving knowledge that they still giving gems to people.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you take it, you take it cool. But you had the majority that there was like, yo, these record labels are trying to make money.
The record labels were not trying to hear Public Enemies
Exactly. They not
of the time.
but it was
Anybody
making money.
Anybody who's
Yeah.
taking any
It was
knowledge.
buying. But what happened?
It got its run for a second, but then they said that's not what's making money. What's making money? Gangsterism, killing drugs, bitches. That's why they pumped that out.
Non-hip hop people own record labels.
Yes,
So
of
after a
course.
while, they say that's not working for us.
Of
That's not
course.
working for us.
Of
We gotta
course.
let that go.
Yeah.
But
so
you can't blame the artist on that.
Exactly.
But here's the good thing about the
Exactly.
internet. The only good thing about the internet that came a little too late is because if Public Enemy had the internet back in fucking 87, they would have never stopped. That shit would have still kept preaching.
Would have been forever.
It would have kept moving because
it would have been a different movement.
any conscious rapper
Different
would have kept that
conscious
movement
thought.
because you could reach out to the masses without having a record label, without being on a major. You smell me?
Yeah.
Your label determined what you were gonna pump out.
Yeah.
You said, yo, here's my album. I don't like it. Make this shit a little more fucking soft.
Yeah.
Or put some more R&B
you
on
wanna
it.
talk
They
conspiracy
ran it,
theory?
or
So-
else they don't distribute it.
Before we get to that, because I know it's
You know
going
what
to be a
I'm saying?
dope
You
one,
wanna talk
but
conspiracy?
before we get to there, so when we're talking about everybody, the 5 elements of hip hop going back to the pioneers of it,
Right.
the pioneers are affiliated with which location, which region? New York.
Always.
South
The
Bronx.
pioneers got it. So whenever other areas, like I told you guys, I grew up on Bone Thugs and Harmony. That was like my first album I ever bought. Actually, my first album that I ever bought was Adina Howard's album, Freak Like Me, because I was like, yo, the cover of that album is raw as
shit,
fuck.
yeah.
I'm gonna get that album. And I remember I
was in the
copped
bathroom
it.
a few times
Yeah.
with that cover.
I remember I
I got
copped.
her posted in my bathroom.
So I remember I copped that album from Specs. My mom saw that album. She's like, "No, you taking this back right now." The cassette. She's like, "No, you taking this back right now."
Aged this motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, And I had to.
I bought it in Specs.
I had to, because I was like, yo, I got it killed a little bit. But to go back really quickly, so as these areas are trying to show their own self, the elements of hip hop weren't present in certain things that they were doing. So in the age that I came up, it was Cleveland. Cleveland was different, coming up with East 99 and putting their block
was
on.
born in Cleveland?
Right?
You was
No. I'm Miami all the way.
just
But
loved
I'm meaning
Soul
like.
Thugs.
That would really plug you in, like that's
Yeah,
what, like,
it was
really
Bone
attached-
Thugs and Harmony that plugged me in,
Wow.
and then after Bone Thugs and Harmony had a run, who was it? It was No Limit. No Limit in the South was completely different.
You fucked with that,
And I fucked
think
with
they
No
was-
Limit.
I think they was the cause of the fucked up hip hop.
Nah, I think No Limit.
Nah. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
That's raw. Eddie, stop
Hey,
it.
it's
Is
my
this tequila?
opinion.
Yeah.
No,
my opinion.
They
They weren't.
Fuck up nothing.
They weren't.
They were a movement.
They had a
No
few,
Limit.
a few dope
Listen,
joints.
no,
Other than that, it
Master
was
P,
trash.
Master P,
Mystical.
whether you liked
All
his
right.
music or not, you had to respect that boy's hustle.
No,
okay?
no, all right.
He's
Yeah.
millions at the trunk of his car.
You
right?
saying something else.
No, hold on.
Yeah, I'm talking about music.
So, hold-
But then they start
I'm talking music.
Yeah.
I'm not talking hustle.
You ready? I'm gonna tell you.
He's
But
a
then he
billionaire.
then he started a music.
And I'm over here.
Nah,
working flipping
no, we can't do that. We can, go ahead, go ahead.
He
Come on.
started a music movement, brother.
Of what?
Of what? The same.
what?
You
What?
didn't like
Hold up.
it.
Hold up.
know what I'm
Of
saying?
what?
Yo,
of,
Heck.
of what it is now?
Heck,
but
Heck,
that-
check this out. Check this out.
Because it
The
evolved
movement.
to what it is now.
No. What
Oh,
it
yes,
is-
Yo,
it is.
no,
it's
you
way-
said he started
now
a
it's way
movement.
bigger.
Listen.
What movement did he start? But Heck,
Crazy.
you just asked, who runs the record labels? Master P started the movement of we run the record labels.
no doubt.
Master P selling out of his truck. Who
And
followed Master P's
I don't-
blueprint that
listen,
pop next?
listen.
Ludacris did the same exact thing.
No,
what-
Ludacris signed a Def Jam. Hold on.
Yeah.
He
There's a
was
couple
Def
dudes
Jam.
before Lou,
That
I
was not
promise
the
you that.
Trump.
Yeah,
there was
no.
so many other.
He was a radio
He was a radio DJ.
and they got signed to
Yo,
Def Jam.
he was
and
a radio
popped
DJ.
off.
Here's
He
the
was a radio
problem.
He's
DJ,
nothing
and they
like Master P.
Yo,
Here's the thing, Master
he's
P.
no one's like Master P.
Listen,
what he
no,
did.
Master P did set that trend, but what I'm not talking about as a music mogul or making money. I'm talking about it's just his music.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Some people didn't like it.
Listen,
and some people did.
If you like that music, cool.
Hold on, let me
I
finish.
did
Let me
not.
finish the
There was a
sentence.
few
We know you
joints.
did. We know you
that
did.
was like it make you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But when you nice it on that tequila,
I know, but
but
hold
you'll
on.
never hear me bump
Hold
that
on.
in my Jeep.
we know
Yeah.
because you're from the galaxy of
Never.
Queens.
Galaxy
what I'm
of
saying though
Queens.
is his region and a big region of
Correct.
the
No,
world
I know, he
bumped
made
his shit.
millions.
He didn't need just
Billions.
Queens. He
No,
had a
he
big
was-
region.
he's a-
and guess what? Guess what happened?
I
That
respect
South
the
train was
man.
so heavy duty that after it left there, went to them,
That's why
the
they-
New Yorkers were sounding like
Yeah.
Southerners.
So you-
okay?
so you-
Hold on.
Okay,
Like you said-
Hold on.
even
Yeah.
now,
It wasn't
Yeah.
they rapping like them.
That wasn't
They rapping like
Yeah.
them.
That
Yeah.
wasn't
By
appreciated.
you. Do shit though.
I remember being in front of the hotel, and then you just see like a whole. It's just a big jungle of people, right? I'm saying that loosely, but it's just a whole
Super
mob
loose.
of people walking like
Damn.
one group
Right.
of people through the fucking
Over there.
streets,
Yeah.
and we're all just there. We smoking, we drinking. When I say drinking, I mean like I had a gallon of E&J.
I was just about to say if E and J wasn't present at this shit,
I
yeah.
had a gallon of E&J by myself.
Yeah.
Everyone was drinking, smoking. I have a whole gallon of E&J Dolo. We just wildin', and then Wu-Tang walk up.
Bruh.
God.
40 people, 35, 39, 41 people. It's like,
How about-
they all walking? And I was like, damn.
How about when we in Nori's hotel room? How about we in Nori's hotel room, knock on the door, and it's fucking Juvenile?
No, that's a different night. That's a different night.
I don't care.
Nor-
Tell
Wait.
me that. It's
Nori,
part of
wait.
the same.
Nori wasn't there. Nori wasn't there in How Can I Be Down.
No, he
It
wasn't.
wasn't
I
happening.
know, I know.
That's a dope. That's one of my best nights in
that's
my
what
life.
Yeah, please tell
the
me.
night with Juvenile, because coming off the Master
Nah.
P story, 400 degrees. You as
That's my favorite.
you as a New Yorker, you
let
as
me tell you something.
yeah,
We
you as
talked
New
about
York.
this the other day.
Tell me
The
400
illest
degrees,
the
and these
illest-
times we gotta
the
hustle.
illest
Come on.
Louisiana rapper to me is Lil Wayne.
Okay.
He popped off out of that. All
He's not asking about
and
that.
he wasn't
the
no
400
limit.
degree album we
Yeah.
talked about this. I told you he
400
did 400
degrees.
and then Wayne did 500.
400
Nah,
degrees.
I only like that one Juvenile joint that you did there.
You only like
You
one?
went there.
No, he's stop.
So wait. Time out. You don't like the commercial shit that rap has become, or hip hop turned into rap and become, but you don't like 400 degrees, which is hip hop all the way. You don't like that shit.
Absolutely not.
You don't like Ghetto Children, all rap, all lyrics, all bars.
I just finished telling you. All I heard was you not there, no, huh?
Why? Because Jay-Z was on like the fourth or fifth remix of that shit?
No, I like the before the remix. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
I like the
This
before
is
the
Queen's
remix.
pride.
I like the
Yeah.
before the
You understand what I'm
remix.
talking about?
Hold on,
Duh.
hold on. Still, nah,
Duh.
relax.
No, he wasn't open-minded.
I like the-
he
Yeah.
wasn't-
Be
He wasn't
open-minded.
open-minded. He was really.
No, I
and there's nothing
tried.
wrong
I didn't
with
like
that.
it.
There's
But
no-
what?
there's
So
nothing
there
wrong
is
with that.
no. There's nothing wrong with my opinions that say I did
Yeah.
not like his
No,
shit.
Yeah.
I like that one song of his. Yes.
That's like me saying I love cereal, but I hate milk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it's
makes
not.
sense to an extent.
No.
Everybody
has their own preference.
Okay, so a lot of
So-
people
I don't like-
a lot of people didn't like
Listen,
Juvenile.
all right,
A lot
let's
of
be
people
real.
did.
Let's be real.
More
Let's be
people like-
real.
More people liked it.
Did he do anything else after the album?
Of course he did.
Yeah, he
What?
did. What?
Popping?
If you what?
Popping?
What? What? What?
I
Time
ain't no
out.
rapper or killer, you understand? I'm a rapper,
Yeah.
but I'm still a gorilla.
The same format. The same format.
All right.
The same format.
This is third album out? And where was that? Where's that?
Slow motion. What was that shit?
Where's that?
Wait.
I'm done.
They're the only one that brought up Juvenile.
Only one that
Like
was.
10 years in my vicinity.
Dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Dog.
It's just.
So y'all just talking about it right now. It's from 10 years.
Dog.
In
Hold
my
up.
vicinity.
Hold
From
up.
what I heard. Y'all gonna be mad at me? Where the fuck he at?
Yo.
Where the fuck he at?
You're talking 23 years later.
Stop it.
Time out.
Stop
Time out.
it.
I just gotta know. I just gotta know.
Stop it. I know it's a great movie. It's a fantastic movie.
Juvie's song on that was just like the first single.
Dog, I just gotta know.
So he has great money off of that movie.
Dog,
Fantastic.
I just gotta know. The same shit.
400 degrees murdered
The
it.
same
Stop it.
shit.
400, fine.
Yo, the
I'm
same
fine.
shit. And I'm on. Listen, you my
can't.
guy.
What I'm saying
You my
is-
guy. I
Nobody's
only.
talked about him.
Yeah.
What was it, Eddie?
Well, I am.
He's
I
right
am.
now.
I am.
No,
I am.
so
I
He has
am.
not been relevant.
I know.
He hasn't released-
Not irrelevant.
He's our age.
He hasn't released the album.
Understood.
He's our
Not
age,
irrelevant.
Or maybe like 40.
Not
Understood.
relevant.
He's
Not
not-
time
Does
out.
he got a liquor?
I gotta go back. I gotta
Does he
go
got
back.
something
I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
His music.
I gotta go back.
Don't, but
Yo.
it making me he got some bread. He's still living.
I gotta go back.
He got
I'm
bread.
only doing this once. I'm only doing this because I'm like, yo, damn, he hit me with the 5 elements of hip hop and got me. Your one song that you like from Juvenile,
Ha.
is the same exact format of You Understand. And you don't like that shit. That's the same song. He's like, yo, I caught fire with this shit. I'm gonna do the same exact thing again.
But I changed the words.
What I'm saying is,
I'm gonna change instead of hat, it's You Understand.
all right.
So what you don't like?
Let
It's
me
too many
remix it.
syllables.
What I'm saying is, when I'm on this don't cue, I love it all.
Yeah.
But when in my car, it's not
Wait,
getting no
everybody
play.
stop. It's Don Julio, not Don.
Whatever.
My man hit me with the Don
Ain't
Q.
got Puerto
The
Rican.
Puerto
Whatever.
Rican shit.
Don
No,
Q.
if it's the Puerto Rican,
That's the key.
Pero verdad, I will not play that guy's music in my Jeep ever.
Damn.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's cool. We all like it.
But
And
it
I,
makes me laugh. When
Yo,
you say
I
it.
love you. You a nice human being.
Yeah, you
Yo.
met him.
Juvie's the man.
yo,
I met him.
yo,
I met
Juvie,
him. I think I met him once.
Juvie, like you gotta understand.
No, you rocking a crazy hood shirt on his head the whole damn night.
Yeah.
I love
That
that.
he's rocking the
Come on,
crazy.
man.
All right.
Be
Yeah,
a fan
All right.
all night.
But you know what
on
though?
stage,
The
just
majority
ride.
of the crew love him and respect him on
Dog,
that level.
yeah.
yeah.
That's dope. I don't like his
And
music.
and that's
He's
real.
a great guy.
Really quick before.
He's a great
only
guy.
because of our time.
Nah.
I have to say this.
He's a great
before we
guy.
go. It's like artists. That's why they call it. They call them artists because that art is in all forms. You don't have to just be painting. But
Correct.
let's just say you have 10 artists. Do you want to see 10 of the same fucking picture?
No,
wait.
I don't.
Just say
I don't.
no. Wait.
I don't.
Yes, I like and I appreciate that there's 10 different varieties of 10 different artists from Van Gogh to fucking anybody, right?
Okay.
So Juvie is in that line for me.
That's fine.
I appreciate the way he puts down his
He
art.
has a few
compared to
joints
all-
that's popping.
What I don't
You put it
appreciate
in the club
what I don't
and they
appreciate-
shaking their
I'm
ass.
gonna put it-
I'm
Can I
there.
put it in a little more perspective?
Go ahead.
Think about today's time.
Yo,
40 MCs, 38 sound the same. You don't like that.
No, I don't. Not
Yeah.
right.
So we
All
respect
right.
Juvie
But-
because he
dog,
came in
But
at the right-
let's
you
turn it
understand?
back.
Came at
I'm
the
not
right
going to ask
time.
you this question because you're going to say hell yeah.
Oh.
Would you bump any one of his joints mad loud in your car popping?
Hell yeah.
dog, come on,
I
man.
love Juvie.
Come on. I just gotta go
I
back.
thought 400 Degrees was the ish, and then I thought Juvie was trying. I mean, I thought Lil Wayne was trying him when he came up with 500 Degrees.
Well, he
Yeah.
burned him.
You understand?
burned
Nah,
him.
fuck that
Dog,
bullshit.
I just gotta go back.
Understand?
I just gotta go back.
I love
Yo.
Because Lil Wayne
love
like,
it.
Yo.
killed all of them.
I just gotta go
Body
back.
All of them.
That's your,
You
that's
saw
your
it.
confidant. You don't.
You
come on,
you saw
Lil
it.
Wayne
You
bodied all
saw
of
it.
them.
You saw it with Lil Wayne. You saw it with Lil Wayne. You
bodied
saw
all
it
the hot
coming.
boys.
You
But
saw it
Juvie-
coming with Wayne.
don't-
But I just gotta
When he
go.
was 12.
I just gotta go
Nah,
back,
Juvie, my
bro.
man.
That is equivalent to thinking back to Rakim and being like thinking of a master plan. That's the hardest line. And being like thinking of a big idea. Now I don't like that shit.
Right.
That's like, to you understand, and you like, yo,
No.
nah, I don't fuck
He
with
didn't
it.
get that far. He didn't get that far.
Yeah.
Juvie came out and that 400 came out in 97.
97.
97.
That was an ill album, man. I'm
99,
sorry.
Yeah.
97, 99.
If you
97,
listen to
99.
you
But-
gotta
but
get
by then,
past
he
and you
was-
listen to that
no,
album.
no,
It has
no.
content. It has meaning.
I'm not
he's
taking
killing-
away none
and
of that.
he is
I just
killing
don't like it. It doesn't get my
And they
attention.
gave him a whole different
It don't
array
get
of
my
beats. And then they gave
attention.
BG. Then they gave Lil Wayne. He
Yeah.
has his own style.
We
He
all
is not a
call-
Wayne. He's
we
not
all called
BG.
human
He's
beings,
none of
right?
these dudes.
No, that's real.
So
that's
my
real.
human being self says I don't like it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry. I
don't like it.
I have to disagree, but it's still my brother.
I don't like it.
Listen, we short on time. We gotta go because we gotta go to an award show that we're supposed to be at. I appreciate you coming through. Eddie's a no ass eater. Hannibal Heck. Because he don't eat ass no more. But dog, Drink Champ, Derek
Drink Champ
Lane.
Sports,
If
Derek Lane, you're looking out
check
for
him out.
coming out
Derek
to it.
Lane Media on all the socials.
Check me out.
Get
Check
the
me
book,
out.
Derek
listen
Lane,
to the song.
Derek
Hey,
Lane.
listen, you
Derek
can
Lane
listen
Media.
At Derek Lane.
At Derek Lane
At Derek
Media.
Lane
All right.
Media.
Yep.
At Derek
Yep.
Lane Media.
Yeah.
Don't forget the media.
It's
I did say
just
media.
the start.
I know,
We're gonna
I'm
take
fucked
care.
up.
We're gonna take over all this shit. Tyler
Yes.
Perry Studios on
I
the South.
appreciate you coming
Harpo
through.
Studios of the South. That's what I'm gonna
We
do with
been
it
to
all.
Harpo's.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do with it.
You gotta-
We ain't gonna
Yeah.
stunt. We ain't gonna stunt right now, but
Yeah.
we'll get into that. But I appreciate you coming out because we tried to get you out before and we had some technical difficulties, but it's all love.
We good.
You here? You in the house?
As you can see, we good.
Congratulations on the book. Congratulations on the song. Keep
Family.
doing your thing. For sure, in the future, we gonna bump heads again, and we're gonna hear your further endeavors. Is gonna be awesome. I know you gonna do some shit. So
Appreciate that. You
Grumpy
understand?
OGs, you already know. I
Yeah.
thank you for coming out. My dogs, Hannibal Heck, Eddie No Ass. Peace.
Eddie No Ass.